Good morning. This is John Harder with another episode of this is a live broadcast for the Billion Coin, addressing the Billion Coin community. And the title is How to Generate Free Energy and Spread the Wealth of TBC. You know, 2 years ago, I put a course together that I had studied for several years. And I put this course together about changing your paradigm, about your subconscious mind. And now I am thinking about making that course available on my website. And so I believe that is going to take possibly about a week to roll that out, or until I have it all ready on the website and available. So what I'm thinking about doing is selling it for $200. It's a 10-lesson course, and then I will be paying back 100 in TBC. And the reason for that is just to get TBC moving more. And of course, with the bonuses that we have on right now, that would give you quite a few extra coins. Well, it would give you 5 coins right now. But I'd like to have some feedback and to see what the idea, if that idea is interesting to you. If if you think that's a great idea, or what do you think about that?
What kind of course?
I just did. Yeah, the course is it's about changing your paradigm, your way of thinking, and about subconscious mind and how that works, how your mind works, so on, which apparently most people actually are completely confused about, which is makes very much sense, because in schools they teach the exact opposite. All right, I want to today's broadcast is going to be a very basic, and what I mean by that is I'm going to stay very much just with TBC, and I'm going to actually go and share the blog, or go and bring share the screen. And why is that not working? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen and go over to the blog for some information here. Now, the reason I am doing this is because of the video that I was, of course, we were on the send button meeting, and in the send button meeting, it was very clearly stressed how we need to be all on the same page. And it has taken me a while to tune into that idea, because I have always been in the work that I was doing. I usually saw things differently than the people, than other people around me when in my job. And that is because most people in maintenance, in that idea, they were only thinking about fixing it, the problem, or the equipment. They were usually only thinking about just fixing it the way it had been previously, which obviously didn't hold. And my idea was always to, if possible, fix it in a way that it's not going to break again. And so it's that type of concept that have this, that has sort of always had me thinking outside the box. And I believe thinking outside the box is that's where success is. But I can see the point that admin is trying to make, that we are all on the same page. To have us all on the same page, which with humanity is very, very difficult to do, because even though we are all exactly the same, we are also all different. It's one of the laws of the universe, or of the cosmos, if you will, that, like, infinite differentiation is one of the cosmic laws. And so uh, this is one of the reasons it is so difficult to have everyone thinking the same way. And yet, when we look at how people are shaped through the indoctrination camps called schools, it is amazing how much the same they think. They seem to pretty much all think exactly the same. And it's through indoctrination that they have been made so. And this is actually very dangerous when the teaching is wrong. It's dangerous to humanity. And but now we're coming up with a system here, and now we're told to uh, to all be the same, when in reality we are supposed to all be different. It's a cosmic law. We are all to be different. It's never meant that we are all the same, that we are all supposed to think exactly the same. But I can see the point, as I said, here, and see that we are on the same page. So what I want to do is I want to get that script. All right, I believe this is the one right here. New support to, oh no, that's it. I think this is it. All right, so so this is a script that has been laid out, and I'm guessing it's been working pretty good for those who were following it. Now, I haven't really been following it, um, and I think that is what Randy was talking about the other day. I I have never been one to very much follow what everybody else is saying or doing, because I've always been, as I mentioned, thinking outside the box, as it were. But now we have a box, and we will follow it. All right, so this is a script for the people close to you. All right, script for the people closest to you. Um, so then I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna read all of it. It's too easy to read it yourself, right? But here we have the guidance. This is for people who I don't know, I'm guessing friends and family and so on. And then we have, all right, so here it says notes. The biggest mistake most people make is trying to oversell their closest friends and family. Um, less is more. Right. Uh, I think it has very much to do with how close you really are with your friends and family. Um, as to how easy it is to, to do this, to share this, uh, I can assure, I can assure everybody that I have not been overselling it to my friends and family. So then the script for your contacts on Facebook that you should private message. All right. So send an icebreaker gift. Oh no, GIF, an icebreaker GIF. Carefully read, but ignore the old script. So read this post here, but ignore the old script. I'm guessing it's talking about the GIF, which I would guess to be an image. I can't see why else we would have GIF if that wasn't meant to an animated image. All right, so show real interest in Facebook friends and respond to the GIF. I'm guessing that what he's saying here is that when you put the icebreaker out there, that friends who show a real interest, or your Facebook friends who show a real interest in it, by going to their Facebook page and and a couple of their recent non-money related posts. Oh yeah, yeah, do this to like that, to like some of their non-money related posts, and place a couple of relative positive comments on them. Yes, that's, and reading through this, um, I can definitely see how that works. And of course, I read in one place, was it here? I think it must be this other, this one here. Let's go to it for a bit. Okay, it says use icebreaker on Facebook when you are uh, prospecting. Okay, so so here we have that that post, and of course he said to just ignore the old script, right? So there must be an old script here, because the new script that we were looking at here is now different and likely more effective. Okay, so then here we have it all written out, how to go about it, and what to do, how to approach people on Facebook, and and then and then of course we have this here. But folks, I would just tell you that if you just go and copy this and replace it with your username, let's just do that, because I want to make sure that maybe that isn't quite it. WEALTHWIZ. I think that's the coolest username. Wealth Wiz. All right, let's see. Let's see where that goes. Right. So that's where that goes when you do that, when you just put your username behind it. And so let's go and just go get the real link, because knowing how to do this can really, help you, because there is no sense in putting a link on Facebook for people to go to and not leading anywhere. So let's just do that. And here's your referral link. So what I did is I just logged into my Kringle.Cashback office and clicked on marketing and then referral link. And voila, here it is. See, that's the link right there. So it's not just Kringle.Cash. What did it say? What did it say in the script here? Okay, so it just says here Kringle.Cash / your username. And that is not actually your link. So you need to pay attention to that, because you will not be referring people under you. Matter of fact, as we saw, it just leads them to a search link, and people aren't going to like that. I don't know. Like, of course, some people aren't very short-tempered or stuff or whatever. But I think we can safely assume that 99.99% of the people that would click on that would be that would be as far as they would pursue it. They would not be bothering to go and try and find out what the link actually is. But some might come back and tell you, they might come back and post that link didn't really lead anywhere. But I think even very little of that would happen. All right. So I just I want you to be aware that this isn't really the link by putting your username here. So I'm not sure why they thought that, but nonetheless, I have showed you where you can get the link. If you're new and don't understand it, well, now you can find it. So then we have some more information here as to how to proceed with the conversation, which for some people might seem quite odd if that's different than you are used to communicating. But this is what works, folks. This is what works. So so that is what I'm telling you. For me, I am working on myself to tune in to what TBC admin is telling us. All right. So so I suggest that if you are like me, that you are an outside of the box thinker, well, I think this here is one time where we need to follow, where we need to change our thinking and follow the instructions here, and get the results we need. And then once we are done, once TBC has its full potential, and you have helped us with the promoting and everything, and then I would suggest that you have lots of TBC. Go ahead and think outside the box and serve humanity. Do as much as you can with your life, doing good for humanity. That is my suggestion. And of course, make up your own mind. But that is what I am planning to do. All right. Because the way I see it, we are all in it together. And we have seen, where is my Where's my video? Oh, here. Okay. We are all in it together, and we have seen what the past few thousands of years have done for humanity, or should I say, to humanity. We can see how when people don't have the concept of helping humanity, uh, you know, create better futures, create better lives, create. We are meant to create. We are here to create. That's one of the, that's an amazing gift that we have, that we are incredibly intelligent, and so there is very much that we can do. I'm going to refer again to a verse from the Bible, and that is that Jesus was talking about a light that is in you. Okay, now that light is this intelligence, this amazing intelligence that we have. We possess it. We all do. But he says, if that light is darkness, how great is that darkness? And that is exactly what we have seen, that has how this world has been shaped the way it is, because of people who had that kind of darkness within them, and they were in leadership, and or they I should I'll simply say it this way: they appointed themselves to be rulers of the world, to be rulers of the population. And in the Old Testament, if you are familiar with the Bible, you will find in the Old Testament that Israel wanted a king. Israel did not have a king. All the other nations had a king, but Israel did not have a king. Why didn't Israel have a king? Because God didn't want him to have a king. And so what are we talking about here? You know, it's actually very simple, because every one of us, we have been made with incredible intelligence, and we should never be ruled with an outside force. Nobody should be ruling over us. But there is a deeper meaning to this, and I'm going to explain that to you, because we are all born with a conscious and a subconscious mind, which the subconscious is that which will do everything it can to preserve life, to heal, to restore, and to build and make a happy life. But it has to have all of its influences from the conscious mind. When these influences come from the outside, in other words, somebody is bigger than you, and you allow yourself to be held back by their naysaying, that is the king that Israel was not supposed to have. Israel was not supposed to be ruled by somebody. It is self-sufficient. It is self-sufficient. And so we find this through the Bible. And so anyway, there we have it. It's we are not meant to be ruled by somebody. Uh, people are We all have the capability of having a compassion for others, for ourselves, and for others, and that this idea of loving your neighbor as yourself, um, simply the recognition that all is equal. And this is why giving and receiving are the same thing. It's the same coin. Every coin has two sides. Giving and receiving are the two opposite sides of the same coin. But your subconscious mind does not recognize whether it's giving you do or receiving. So if you are stingy in giving, that is how you will receive. If you are stingy in giving, that is how you will receive, because that is what you're telling your subconscious mind. Because it doesn't recognize if you are giving to yourself or somebody else. It doesn't recognize that. It only is out there fetching results for you, whatever it is that you put out. So when we have this understanding, it can be a huge eye-opener for us to learn to think properly and to actually, how should I say, to actually learn to think, because most people don't. They don't think. They talk about last night's ball game. They talk about who won the lottery, and they talk about what the results are from the doctor. That's not thinking. None of that is thinking. Has nothing to do with thinking. Thinking is when we literally generate the thoughts of how we can help others, how we can move forward and create a better world for ourselves and for others, and how to do good. That is real thinking. All right. So, you know, this, what I wanted to do, that's really what I wanted to do in this broadcast. Just help us, you know, give us a couple of hints like that, and also go through this script and help us, you know, see, for me, it's I have to really rethink my strategies, or how should I say, as much as I love TBC, and it's such a wonderful tool, but I hadn't, you know, it took me a long time to actually tune in to what Randy was trying to say, you know, trying uh, to get us all on the same page, uh, because I have not been used to that, and for this project, that is what we need to do. And you know, whenever we do this, whenever we work together with others, it is important that we with that project, that we unite in mind, in, you know, in having that project move forward, because it's like Randy said, for us all to just run our own direction when we're trying to you know, achieve success and results with a particular project, it doesn't work. We must have unity. And so you know, as long as it has taken for me to tune into this, but I don't have to give up all my own thinking for everything else I do. But for this project, yes, we need to tune in. I need to tune in to what admin is saying here, right? And so basically, that is the point of my broadcast this morning. And so I hope I have, you know, given you something that is inspiring to you, and that you can benefit from. Um, Again, you know, I would welcome some ideas about whether. Well, anyways, we'll just leave that. I'm not gonna. I'll figure it out already, and get your feedback afterwards. And so with that said, thank you very much for being here. Diana Gordon, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Also, thank you, Marjorie, for moderating again. And Stephen Coffey, thank you. I noticed you were just on Gerard's hang uh, broadcast as well. It's he has certainly has some great. He's a great thinker too. I noticed something about Gerard that he is definitely aware of the law of attraction as well, right? So, and Stephen Cuffey is too. It's amazing. Diana Gordon as well. I've noticed you guys are you're fully in tune with that. It's awesome. Um, and you know what? For me, the way that works, whenever I find out others who are in tune with about how the subconscious works and the law of attraction and stuff, I am all ears to uh, to know what their view of it is, how they see it. It's you know, I just love understanding more of it, you know. And of course, Admanola, thank you as well. I think you're new here. I don't know if you've been on my hangout before, so a wholehearted welcome uh, for hanging out with, to hang out with me here. I appreciate it.
Afternoon.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, oh, that's awesome. So, okay, so from Nigeria, it's great. You know, it's such a wonderful thing that we can, from all over the world, we can unite and be at, and hang out with each other on a broadcast like this. Isn't that wonderful technology that we have? Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you at 9. Yesterday we had our power was interrupted. Our electricity, we didn't have service for a few hours, and so I couldn't be on at 9. So I was later then, but anyway, that's just how things go sometimes. That's why we need those generator units, because then we won't have those quite so easily. Actually, hardly ever. All right, so thank you very much again, and peace.